Gentlemen, you're very welcome to the opening of the 2015 Cork World Book Fest. We've got two events on this evening, two contrasting events, but that is in the nature of the Book Fest because it's not just about writers, important and all as writers are and writers' families to lead in, but also about the book. So it's my great pleasure now to ask the Lord Mayor of Cork, Councillor Mary Shields, to officially open the fest.
Good evening, everybody. Ronayne, Cork City Librarian, Eamon Carwin and Patricia Looney, also from the library, Anne Luttrell and Tina Darbo Sullivan from the Cllr Arts Centre. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be here to officially open the 11th Cork World Book Fest. For any cultural event like this, to make it into the second decade is a worthy achievement. The first World Book Fest was during Cork's year as European Capital of Culture in 2005. Even in that short space of time, things have changed a lot. Yet, what has not changed is the magic of reading and the central importance of the book as cultural object and as a real and authentic embodiment of our shared culture as Irish people, as Europeans and as citizens of the world. The fest programme begins in a few minutes with the tribute to Derek Mahan, the acclaimed Belfast poet who has lived in Kinsale for many years. Derek's publisher Peter Fallon of Gallery Press, Thomas McCarthy, Roger Green will join Alana Hopkins in paying tribute to his life's work. On your way in here tonight, you will have seen the exhibition on the theme of banned books. The Cork World Book Fest is, of course, a celebration of books and reading. But this year, the festival looks at the darker sides of books. Under the banner of the best banned in Ireland, the City Library will host a range of events on censorship and banning books, beginning with the discussions with writer Jack Hart and Pen International Sarah Clark later tonight. The exhibition of banned books I've just mentioned, which will run at the library for the duration of the festival. A documentary on the life and work of Frank O'Connor and a one-day installation from Cork Community Art Link on Saturday. World-famous names, Paul Durkin and Joseph O'Neill returned to Cork for the Cork World Book Fest, but there are many more familiar and not so familiar faces to look out for. As befits a book fest, there will be lots of languages and cultures on offer. Writers whose languages include English, Irish writers from North and South, Canadian and US, Gaelic, Catalan, Italian, Lithuanian, Polish and Estonian. First-time appearances at an Irish festival include major Canadian best-selling authors, Lauren B. Davis and Charles Foran, and Italy's Gruppo 77 from Bologna, who are making their first ever appearance outside of Italy. It will be the first time of a World Book Fest, also from Galway writer Lisa McInerney, reading from her debut novel, The Glorious Heresies, at the City Library, with Belfast writer Paul McVeigh, The Good Son, set in 1980s Northern Ireland. While over at Triskel, Memory and Survival is the Friday night double bill, featuring readings and discussions with concentration camp survivor Tony Reichenmal and Evelyn Conlon, whose new novel is based on the lives of 19th century famine orphan Irish girls shipped to Australia. Well-known poet Jerry Murphy launched his first collection at Triskel 30 years ago in 1985, and this year returns to Triskel with his latest collection entitled Muse, in a double bill on Thursday, with the launch of Darren Ní Grief's first English language collection, Clasp. Darren will earlier that day facilitate Peann agus Par, the session INNTI, Irish Language event at the library. Eastwood, the Cork 2005 Poetry Translation Series, is remembered 10 years on, with readings at the City Library on Friday at 7 p.m. by Patrick Cllr, Jerry Murphy, Liz O'Donoghue, introduced by Thomas McCarthy. As always, there are lots of events for young adults and children. Wednesday the 22nd is Teen Day in the City Library, with the Teen Comic 2015 launch, speed dating with books, an open microphone showcase, and a movie evening. Writers Alan Nolan, Kevin Doyle, and John Sexton will be on hand with the teens. 2000 AD's Michael Carl and Judge Dredd's Owen Coveney will be in the City Library on Friday the 24th from 5 p.m. in association with Cork Comic Creators Group. As you will see from the programme lineup, there are events for small children as well, especially on Saturday. Workshops are again a crucial part of the Fest programme on Saturday the 25th, with the Cllr first page with Paul McVeigh, Getting It Right, advice on getting published from literary agents and writers Vanessa O'Loughlin and Louise O'Neill, Mary Malone and Elizabeth Murray. There will also be a masterclass by Lauren B. Davies, exploring character presentation in literature on Thursday the 23rd at 2:30 here in the library. There will be all-day events on Saturday the 25th of April, when Grand Parade will be a hive of activity with bookstores. Events programmed include storytelling for younger children, art by Cork Community Art Link, and a special Catalan evening at the City Library on Saturday with feature academic Peter Bush reading his translations of several Catalan writers. The fest closes on a high note with the launch of the revival of UCC's literary journal Quarryman, an anthology of work from UCC's inaugural MA in Creative Writing book group. There is an innovation in the Fest programme this year. Each night from tonight until Saturday, night writers and book lovers are invited to take it to the Festival Club at Riverlease Hotel, Terrace on the Weir, to kick back and discuss the day's events. I would like to welcome all our visitors to the city, and hopefully you will have some time out to enjoy the many attractions our city has to offer, as well as enjoying the excellent cuisine in our many restaurants. Good luck to the organisers, and particularly the staff of the library, and the staff indeed of the Triskel, whose vision, hard work and commitment made the Cork World Book Fest the success it is in every year for 11 years. The Gunairi Liv Cllr agus Guramachav, the 11th Cork Book Fest, is now officially on. Guramachav.